Hello everyone, welcome to this full stack Flutter development series. In this series, I will equip you with the necessary knowledge to become a full stack Flutter developer, and by doing so to make yourself more marketable as a Flutter developer. In this series, we'll be looking at creating a food ordering application. And the tech stack that we'll be using for this series we'll be using Flutter as our client. And for our backend, we'll be using nodejs, which is an open source JavaScript runtime. And for our database, we'll be using mongodb, which is a cross-platform document-oriented database, or a NoSQL database similar to Firebase. And for our application structure, we'll be taking a modular approach to creating our Flutter application. We'll be creating different modules that are isolated, that are self-contained, that are tested, and that are easily maintained and reused. So for example, this auth module should be able to be copied over to any other project and use it, because we'll be creating our entire application in a modular way. So for our Flutter app, the architecture will be that we have our Flutter app, which would represent our widgets, and we'll have a set of core or common classes, common objects that extends across all the modules. And then we'll be looking at three main modules. We'll be looking at a authentication module or feature. We'll be looking at a restaurant module, and we'll be looking at a order module. And optionally, we might look also at a payment module, looking at how to integrate Stripe or PayPal. Now, if you are not familiar with how to create modular applications in Flutter, you can watch my other video about clearing the Flutter clutter, where I discuss horizontal slicing and vertical slicing, which are just fancy words for representing how you would approach a modular application. So basically, each module will be a self-contained Flutter library that is localized to our application. And then those same libraries can also be exported to be used in other applications. As I mentioned earlier, the auth module, when we finish this module, for example, implementing Google Auth or Facebook login or email login, then we should be able to move this module and use it in some other application, and it should work, because there will be no hard dependency on any of the modules in this application. And so all these modules will be loosely coupled and reusable. So stay tuned, guys, for this series, and I will see you in the next video.